Hello there, Trevor here, Double Bill Movies. Don't usually do this, but my wife and I went to Newbury today to visit the HMV that John Clancy featured on his channel. After seeing it on his lovely video that he put up, I thought, well, it's different to older HMVs. They're revamping it slightly. So yeah, we thought we'd go and take a look, and I picked up a few things. Also popped into CEX as well to get rid of some things and replace them with other things. So let's go through them, shall we? So from CEX, I've been meaning to watch this film for a while. Legion, with Paul Bettany in it. Don't really know what it's like, don't know if it's any good, so if you want to let me know if I wasted my £1 then let me know. But I'll show you my method of getting rid of these stickers in a minute, because I'm not going to peel that off because that would just ruin the slip book. Let's put that down there. Then we got a Danny Trejo film, and it is Machete. Now when this first came out on Blu-ray, obviously there was a lovely steelbook. And I remember being in Oxford Street HMV many years ago, and they had a steelbook in there, but it was battered. It had been bent in the corner and whatnot. No idea if they ever managed to sell it, because, you know, once it's damaged, who wants it? So I left it there. But seeing as this was only a couple of pounds, obviously I've taken the price off, but thought I'd give it a go. Plus it's got a nice sleeve too, so that's that one. Then I was keeping myself an eye out for any indicator titles or Eureka, or not as much Criterion. I'm not really into Criterion, but I managed to find some first editions, and this is The Third Secret. I can tell this is first edition because the artwork goes right to the top. And if you got your recent indicator haul and read the little pamphlet that came with it, then that would tell you the difference between a standard edition and a limited edition. So that was nice. It's got the booklet there, and of course the disc, and it has reversible art as well. So that's that one. Then I have a couple of Eureka titles here. This is a World War II one. Never heard of it before, but I just thought I'd take a look at it as I was checking all of them out, just to see if they were worthy to get. I think this one was about £6, and it is the saga of Antanahan. Don't know if any of you have that in your collection, but this is a dual format 2-disc. There's your Blu-ray and the DVD, and of course we've got a lovely booklet as well, so I was pleased to get that. Then I think this case has been swapped for a blue Amaray case, so I shall probably have to buy some white ones off of Arrow, because I know they sell them. But this is also a first edition, and part of the Masters of Cinema collection, as was the previous one. And this is The Flight of the Phoenix. James Stewart's in this one, and now I have the Dennis Quaid Flight of the Phoenix, so I can do a double bill with these, and I look forward to that, because I love the Dennis Quaid one, so it'd be interesting to see how Jimmy Stewart got on with it. So that's good. Flight of the Phoenix. Then another film that I've been looking at so many times, either on Amazon or maybe eBay, or I ultimately wanted it with a slip. I think the American version came with a slip, but I managed to find the limited edition UK version, and it has the anaglyphic 3D with the fancy glasses, and the 2D version, and it is My Bloody Valentine. Never seen it before, and I know there's an 80s version, and I definitely want to get the 80s version. I'm holding out hopefully for a 4K version from one of the boutique labels that we love, so I can do a double bill with both of these films. But I'll be interested to watch that, probably both in 3D and 2D. Yeah, so My Bloody Valentine. And then now on to the HMV lot. This film, this is a 101, and I'm pretty sure it's a first edition. I think the same rule applies. You can see with the artwork going right to the top of the box, as opposed to having the Blu-ray logo, and that is Black Christmas. Now this was in a bargain bin, hence the cheap price. So if you want this and you want a first edition from 101, Newbury HMV there's still like 3 or 4 of these in the bargain bin, so go and have a look for them there. Again, I've never seen this one, but I enjoyed Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was really good. And then what's the 88 one that they released? I quite enjoyed that one too. Very crusty, but so this Christmas I'll give this one a go. That's Black Christmas. So we have a couple of Blu-rays. Now I wasn't going to pick this one up, I was going to leave it, and I don't mind paying full price for it, but the fact it had the slip, so it's a first edition, and I have most of the other Van Damme films from '88. I picked up Street Fighter. Now I kind of wasn't going to watch this, but you never know. Now I've bought it, I better watch it, hadn't I, really? So I'll give it a go, and I'll either laugh at it for just being really, really bad, or you never know, I might enjoy it. So that's Street Fighter. Then 1 Arrow release, also with a slip, and this was only $11.99, this one, and it is The Last Matinee. Again, I've not seen this film. Cover seems quite intriguing to me. I also read the synopsis on the back and thought, yeah, that seems alright. I wasn't a fan of demons, but I do have what's the other one? Is it just called Matinee with the big ants and whatnot? I have that one. Is that down there? Yeah, I do, Matinee. So now I've got The Last Matinee. Right, so on to some 4Ks. I did 2 lots of 2 for 30, and this is the one that I got to finish the 2 for 30, and it is Black Hawk Down. Now I have the lovely DVD box set of this, and I can't quite remember what my Blu-ray version is. I think it's a Steelbook, but I like the film. I also have the CD soundtrack. So usually I would have to go and get the soundtrack and show you with this, but seeing as this is a haul, I won't bother. But when I get to this in my collection videos, which I will get onto, then yeah, I'll show you the soundtrack as well. So Black Hawk Down, that was one, and then so the second in that pair was Leon. The Blu-ray has the theatrical cut and the director's cut, which is considerably longer by the looks of it, and then the 4K seems to just have the director's cut on it. Again, I've got the steelbook of this, but I'll probably part with that now and just keep this one, seeing as it has a nice slipcover. Then I got a lovely steelbook of this on Blu-ray, which contains the CD soundtrack, and seeing as Queen are one of my favourite bands, that's really cool. But this has 3 discs, and it is Flash Gordon. So So it's the 4K with the feature on, a Blu-ray with the feature on, and some bonus features, and another bonus disc, which most of that bonus would not have been in my Steelbook version. So pretty pleased to have this. I know there was a lovely box set, but no, I just thought I'd go with this. So that's Flash Gordon. I've seen Brian Blessed live on stage, just talking about his life and lots of the things he's done. And of course, one of the first things he does when he comes out on stage is "Gordon's alive," and you know, he did that many times through the show. Boy, does he swear a lot. Yeah, he does. But great to see Brian Blessed in that show. It's a shame that Max von Sydow is not with us anymore, but he plays his character amazingly in Flash Gordon, and it was always a favourite of mine as a kid growing up, seeing it at Christmas times and that sort of stuff. So, and then the second one in that pair is Universal Soldier. Now I know there's quite a few of these now, but in my old job that I keep talking about, I got to do a bit of quality assurance on, I think it's the 4th part, and it just looked awful. Van Damme just looked terrible, and it was just terrible. So I have the second one that 88 released. That was pretty good, not as good as this one by any means, but still a pretty good follow-up. So I'm glad to have both of these two. That means I can get rid of my regular Blu-ray version. So that's all my 2 for 30. And then when I got to the till, and I had your usual 4Ks for $9.99, I picked up The Town. Haven't seen this film before. I have various Ben Affleck movies, Argo, and at least I hope I don't have this. Never mind, I've got it in 4K now, not Blu-ray. So yeah, that was just $9.99, so I just thought, well, I'm having that. Then 2 more. Seems I can, now I've got this one, I can do a double bill, as I have the Johnny Depp version, which I will get into a little bit more on my channel when I get to that aspect of the job in my How Physical Media is Made series, and that will be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So this is the original, as I know most of you have it in your 4K collection, because as most of you said, the picture is amazing. I always found this a little weird when I was a kid, but yeah, I'm glad there's lots of different Oompa Loompas in this one, as opposed to the one guy they used in the Johnny Depp version, which was a bit odd, especially as he looked a hell of a lot like my old boss. Anyway, so that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then, as I've been going through my 4K 20th Century Fox titles for my collection series, I've now added another one, and that is Alien. I really don't like this cover. I think it's horrible, but it's a slipcover, and it's a 4K version of one of the best horror films of all time. I had one of the best cinema experiences ever when I got to see this a couple of years ago on the big screen. And you know, it'll be nice to sort of come close when I finally get to watch this in 4K, to come close to that experience, because when I watch the Blu-ray on my lovely TV now, still not quite the experience of seeing it on such a huge screen. You really need to see this on a big screen. If you ever get the chance, snap it up, get in there and get us, obviously not in the front row because that would be silly, but just a couple of rows back from the front, which what my mate and I did, and it gave us just the most amazing cinema experience. Everything was the right perspective for sort of how distant we were from the screen. Everything just looked like proper life size, not too big and not too small. So it was perfect. That is Alien. So seeing as HMV sells more than just Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs, can't believe they're still doing DVDs. They do CDs too. Now I know this is not really a channel thing, but seeing as we went there and we brought these things, I thought I'd show you. So we have Alice Cooper's new album. What does that say? Detroit Stories. Seeing as that's where he's from. Quite like Alice Cooper. I've seen him live once, I think, at Wembley Arena. Brilliant show. Really like Alice Cooper. This is a female fronted band that my wife has gotten into since she met me. She was not into heavy metal before she met me. Thankfully she started to get into it, and together we've both got into this style of music, this sort of female fronted symphonic metal band kind of thing. And this is a band called Serenia. This is their new album. I'm sorry the light's waning a bit. I'm trying to get this done before it gets too dark and you can't see me. Another film. So obviously I like to collect soundtracks, or we like to collect soundtracks. And this is a film we haven't seen by Disney yet, but it is Encanto. This special edition, very nice it is. Comes with a poster, and the CD has both the songs and the score on it. You can just buy the songs separately, but we wanted all of it, so that's what we got. Now, a while ago we watched a documentary on this band. This is a band I grew up hearing from my mother, while she would do, I guess it was housework back in the day. And yes, she put this on her cassette player. Not this album, because this is the latest album by ABBA. But the documentary we saw was just fascinating and really fantastic to see that they got back together and they've done this new album, and the way they're going to go about doing the tour, because they're not going to tour, but they've put something really special together, using motion capture of their performance, and then on the screen they will superimpose their younger versions of themselves on their performance. So we won't go and see that, but that seems like an amazing thing to do. So that's the latest ABBA album, Voyage. Now, talking about heavy metal, this is a band I really like, and actually the band name apparently is Yiddish for crazy, and that is Meshuggah. It's called Immutable, and it's some of the most mind-blowing technical music you just wouldn't believe you're hearing. There's what they call a lot of polyrhythms in there, where most of the time the drummer is actually playing in standard 4/4, but what his footwork is doing with his two bass drums is doing what the guitarists are doing, and it's in all sorts of weird time signatures, like 16/15 or 17/18 or whatever, you know, just very strange stuff, but just incredible music, incredible live. And they started a genre which is called djent, which is actually spelled with a D, D-J-E-N-T. But that djent genre didn't really kick off until, let's say, the 2000s, but these have been around since the late 80s. So then I found 3 CD soundtracks, and they look like early editions, like almost original editions. Now they could be general reissues, because they've got the old style grey CD trays, and that is Rocky 5, sorry, Rocky 4, can't get my Roman numerals right, So that should be a good soundtrack to listen to. Now I know John Clancy, when he ended up going to FOP, bought this on vinyl, but I've decided to buy the CD soundtrack, and that is Blade Runner. And then another favourite of mine, well, not favourite, but a movie I really enjoy watching, and the music's incredible too, and the singer's voice is incredible too, and that is The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. So anyway, let me turn the light on. There we go. You can see me a bit better now. Now what I'm going to do is try and show you my method of getting the stickers off from CEX. So I'll try it first on a regular case before I do it on a slipcover. So now, just lighter fluid. Obviously this stuff evaporates, so that's why you've got to remember to keep this closed. So just soak the sticker, and hopefully it should just peel off. Just need to get a little bit more on there. Obviously it pongs a bit, but hey, don't smoke near it. Well, I don't want to do this on a slipcover, do I? Because that would just put little shiny marks everywhere. Someone in Camden, a CD shop I went into, showed me this on digipacks. Right, so all that's left now is a sticky residue, which is obviously not great, but there's no sticker left. So it may just be a case of leaving it a bit longer. Now I'll clean it off a bit later on. So there I try it on a slipcover. So let's try it on Legion, shall we? I mean, like I said, this was only £1. By the way, happy Easter. I know it was yesterday, today is Monday, but I hope you've all had a lovely 4 days off work. That's if you don't work in retail. And right, so that's soaking on there. Give it a few minutes. Let's peel this one off, shall we? We can get this one off. Now, I can only imagine that people used to go into CEX, because these used to peel off easily, as you know. And I imagine that they used to go into CEX, peel them off, and then take them to the counter and try and palm them off for something they brought in to sell. So I can only imagine that's why they got more and more sticky. But, you know, if people weren't so stupid and did that kind of thing, then we wouldn't be having this problem, would we? So very carefully, typical, I cut my nails yesterday. Let's grab it yet. No, not quite. Oh yeah, there's a little. Right. And there you go. Just a bit of sticky residue left. I mean, this is a glossy slipcase, so it should come off all right. Get it off. So what I tend to do is I just wipe it with my finger or thumb, perhaps put a little bit more liquid on there, and that should come off quite easily. But it hasn't taken the lacquer or anything off, so that's that one. Now we've got, obviously Machete had one, didn't it? So, and this is a paper, not glossy. Right, Danny, let's see if we can do this, shall we? Right, just leave that for a few minutes. Yeah, like I said, obviously it just evaporates. So where it was running on the slipcase a second ago, it's already gone. Right, if I start on the blue bit here, just carefully so that I don't make too many marks. It's all right there, you can come up. My wife's trying to creep up the stairs so she doesn't spoil my video. That's very kind of her. Right, so that's starting to come off now. You see that? Just peel it slowly, take your time. Be patient. There you go. Perfect. There you go, lighter fluid. Now obviously there are other methods, and if they work for you, then they work for you. That just looks a little bit wet there, but of course that's going to evaporate, and the ink on the slip cover is fine, hasn't come off or anything. So there we go, that's my method of getting stickers off from CEX. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my little video. Like I said, I don't usually do haul videos, but you know, we spent quite a bit, and it was a nice day out. So yeah, if you're in, or if you're not in Newbury, but you want to try one of these new HMVs, because they are, I had a brief chat with the lady behind the counter, and she said that Canadian, I think John mentioned this on his video, so I will link his video in the description below. But a Canadian who owns a record label in Canada has brought up the HMV everything, and he's basically remodeled it. So I think the old HMVs will stay as they are, but the new ones will have more of a vinyl collection, more pop culture things like the pop vinyls and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. They will be shrinking down the sort of physical media section, apart from vinyl, like I said. But yeah, so don't look for the pink HMV sign, because it's changed. It's now got a sort of a turquoise minty kind of green circle, and because we nearly walked straight past it until I thought, no, that's books and CDs and things in there, so I think this is HMV. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Love to have your comments in the comment section below. Tell me if you've seen any of the movies that I've bought today that I haven't seen. So I haven't seen Machete, not all the way through anyway. I haven't seen this version of Flight of the Phoenix. I definitely haven't seen the saga of Antanahan. I haven't seen The Third Secret. I haven't seen Legion. And I haven't seen My Bloody Valentine. So if you've seen them, let me know if I've done a good thing. I haven't seen The Last Matinee or Street Fighter. All Black Christmas, but and maybe not the town, but I've definitely seen all the others. Yeah, as per usual, keep rambling on after I've said like and subscribe. I'm trying to end the video, so I'll end it here. Take it easy.